So normally I don't make New Year's resolutions, but 2020 was awful. We all know that. And I decided that there are a lot of things I learned about myself this past year that I need to work on. I need a lot of self-improvement. So I decided that I wanted to document what my resolutions would be and kind of give myself a way to look back on what I want to do and remind myself, which is obvious, but I feel like this is a more, to me, recording what I want to do is more personal and kind of a more pertinent way for me to write down or like take note of my resolutions or like just make resolutions, because you know, I've never really done them, and if I have, I just wrote them down on a piece of paper and then forgot about it, and it just got lost in the mess of whatever my life is. And I feel like this, making this video, publishing this, will be a better way for me to look back on and hold myself accountable for what I want to do in 2021. So this is my attempt at that. One of the really big things I know that I need to work on this upcoming year is not being so hard on myself. That's something I think, especially in 2020, people have really started dealing with more, is self-criticism. And you know, when you're in quarantine and you're locked up just by yourself, it's like you're all you have, and so you kind of just become more like mean to yourself. And I was already pretty much like that. I'm very self-critical, but I want to work on that. I really want to start positively reaffirming myself and, you know, doing good things for me. One of which I want to get into therapy. I think whether or not you have, you know, any sort of like mental health issue or things like that, you should be going to therapy. I think it's just a good thing to get what you're feeling off your chest and to talk it over with somebody who knows what's, you know, what to say is really good. And I have heard from, you know, pretty much everybody that I need to be in it, and that pretty much everybody has a good experience with it, which is, you know, not 100% the case, but at least with my friends, they've all, you know, they've had good experiences come from going to therapy. So that's something that I have always been like, hey, you need help, and I've never let myself get it. And I want this to be the year that I do let myself get some help. Because I need to grow out of the state that I was in last year. 2020. It's yesterday. Something else I want to do is get into more things, do more stuff, stop procrastinating, take things more head on. It's kind of a general, I think pretty much everybody can say something like that, but my entire life I've been not necessarily scared to take risks, but I just avoid them. Like there are things that I've done that, you know, have been new and out of my comfort zone for me, but it's been like I have pushed doing it off until like the last possible second, and I've made like I've gone through everything to see, like, do I have to do this? Is there a way around it? Maybe I can do something that's easier. Like, I've let myself off, basically. I've given myself way too much slack, and I need to take more risks as a person. I think there's a lot of things I am still left to experience, and I need to stop telling myself that it's okay to not do them. Like, it is. It's okay to not push yourself to the absolute, like, more than your limit. But I haven't even been pushing myself halfway. and I want to do my very best in a lot of things. And I know, I don't want to stretch myself too thin, but I want to start like finding things that I like and want to do and commit to them, and I want to go and get more life experience. Part of what really sucks about being like in your first year in college and in this pandemic is that you don't have a lot of stuff you can do. Like, I have struggled to maintain connections with people, and I think it's because like high school, you're forced to basically be around people and you see them all the time. In college, you're not really forced to make connections, and then with the pandemic on top of that, it's been like decently hard. I've met people and I've made friends, but the issue is that like with all of this, I never follow up really. Like, I don't try and make ways to like safely go and see them. I just like pop up in a Discord chat every once in a while and say something and leave. And it's like, I don't really know these people. I want to know them. I want to be close with these people that I've met, but I'm just sort of hiding behind the like easiness of being super introverted right now because of everything that's going on. I'm letting it overtake me, and I don't want to do that this year. I want to push myself to follow through with the connections I make with people and make them lasting and meet people, network, do whatever. I'm struggling so hard with that, and I want to stop struggling with it. That is something I definitely need to hold myself accountable for. Some other things, there's like the basics, like save money, get fit. Those are things, yeah, I definitely need to work on. I did not save. I haven't saved money very well my whole life. And with quarantine, yeah, I did just kind of like stop exercising. I think that's a thing with a lot of people. Some people did the opposite. They use quarantine as a way to get more fit. But I just want to like run like once a week. Once my foot is not broken anymore. I do have a broken foot, so I can't really do much right now. But once I'm like cleared to do stuff again, I want to like go for a run, because I used to do it all the time. I love running. I love being outside and doing things like that and working out. And I want to do it like at least once a week to start getting me into like that rhythm and give me some more like variety in my life. It's really nice to go outside and run. I love it. It always feels great, especially like if it's a little bit cold, like it's the early stages of fall when you can like smell fall, if that makes sense. And it's like the leaves are like just starting to die and it's like crisp. Yeah, that's like my favorite time of year, and it's my favorite time to go outside and do things. So I want to try committing to something like that once my foot's fixed, because dear old foot is very much out of commission. And might end up being out of commission for longer, but we are going to, fingers crossed, that this year is better than the last 3-4 months of 2020 were for me, because so much happened. I lost so much. I broke my foot. Everything was crazy. I'm hoping that does not continue, because I'm thinking that this is going to be really positive turnaround. What I'm saying right now is not connected at all, but like everything the past few months just happened like rapid fire. Like there was not an uneventful day, whether it was good or bad, and I'm really hoping that this first month especially is going to be a complete turnaround. Like hopefully everything's good. Hopefully I start on positive track. That's like another resolution, is to be more positive about everything, because I'm a very cynical person, and a lot of times I like tell myself it's fine by being like, I'm just a realist. I'm not. I am the biggest cynic I can be so down about so many things, and I don't want to do that anymore because it impacts so much of my life. I'm going to start being positive about a lot of things, 2020 being one of them. I think it's going to be a good year. Really, it can get worse, but I don't think it will. There's a lot of like hope and excitement I have for this year. I didn't really go into 2020 hopeful or excited because there was a lot going on then, but this year I think is like really the first year in recent history that I'm like, this is gonna be good. I'm gonna make this good. I don't care what what anybody else says. I'm going to make this a good year. I want to also stop living for other people. This kind of ties back into something else, but I want to stop living for other people and start living for myself. Kind of narcissistic, but the past few years have been really, really bad, where like I have given my all into people that have not returned it multiple times, and I've put so much energy and effort into sustaining relationships and friendships that just weren't going to work, and it ruined me. There were days I literally I felt nothing. I was emotionless because I put like all of my energy and all my happiness into other people and other things that weren't beneficial to me and weren't helping me in any way. Like I've hit my breaking point literally within the past week, and I realized I have to stop doing this. Like I have to stop caring so much about people that care so little to me or about me, because it's not going to help at all. It's not gonna make anything better, and I should have learned that the first time, but I didn't. So I just kept doing it, and I kept thinking that maybe, just maybe, I'll get some semblance of like praise. I was like a dog, basically, like that does everything to please their owner, just hoping for like one treat, and I did not get one treat. I didn't get anything. I just don't care anymore. If somebody is not giving me the same energy that I'm giving them, I'm not going to keep trying. That's it. I'm just going to turn around and walk away. My final resolution is to create more. This past year was such like a struggle. I did one big thing in February, and then I just kept thinking, I'm gonna do more, I'm gonna write stuff, I'm going to make videos, I'm gonna edit all this stuff. I just didn't. I kept putting it off because it was like I couldn't come up with anything to do. I couldn't write anything that felt good, so I just put it off. I just stopped. And like, I am so passionate about like video stuff, cameras, editing, filmmaking. Like I love all of it. I live to do things like that, but I just didn't, and I didn't even try. Like it wasn't like, oh, like I don't have the resources. I have the resources. I'm talking to it, but I just kept pushing it off because I was basically scared and lazy and majorly procrastinating for no reason. Like I can do it. I can make stuff. I know I can. And I want to. I want at the end of this year for me to have done something. I want to push myself, and the actual resolution is that I want to push myself to make at least 2 videos a month for the entirety of this year. I think 2 is a perfectly fine baseline for starting out, because the way I look at it, I get 2 weeks to put towards one video, 2 weeks to put towards another video, in that month. And if I have extra time, I make a video very fast, or it's very easy to do, then I can make more. Or I can give myself a breather. I have wiggle room. I don't think this is a very hard goal. And I am telling this to future Jessie, who's gonna come back and watch this video and be like, I don't think I can do it this month. Yes, you can do it. All you have to do is just do it. It's really not that hard. I literally got up this morning and said, maybe I'll make this video tomorrow. No, I wanted to make it today. It's the beginning of the year. I wanted to make this video today so I can have it, I can work on it, I can publish it today or the next day and have my resolutions and be set. And this is the first video for the month. So that means I've got however long to make one more video. At least. That's it. That's simple. I can do it. I know I can do it. And I'm going to 100%. And that is the one thing I think I'm going to hold myself the most accountable for. Because if I want to do something with my life, I've got to start somewhere. And this is where I'm going to start. And if I keep waiting, I'm never going to do it. That's already been kind of proven by this past year. I did one thing and then I waited for so long and I never did anything else. Unless I had to. So I don't have to do this, but I want to, and I'm going to. This is basically my 2021 resolutions. It's a baseline for what I want to do for this year. This is my starting point. This video is the first step to a better year and a more positive outlook on life. Okay, so my camera died and I have no storage space left on my card, and I don't have another card. So I just want to finish this out by pretty much repeating, this is my baseline for what I'm planning to do for 2021. Of course, there's going to be some things that aren't achieved and some things that are. And I just want to put this down in a way that I know I can look back on it and not lose it. This is going to be up for the entirety of the year. I'm going to look back on this and be like, look, this is where I am. This is what I need to keep doing. This is what I've got to work better on. And this is where I've made my mark. This is what I've achieved. Hi. I'm really excited for this year. I'm very excited for 2021. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be better than 2020. And I think that I'm going to achieve a lot. Do you think that too, Kiki? I've got a lot planned, a lot in store. I'm really excited for what I want to do with this channel and with the rest of this year and with everything. I'm really excited for what is upcoming. I hope you stick around and I hope you join me on this crazy ride that I know it's gonna be. I think you'll have a lot of fun. I guess we'll find out. Okay, sorry about the quality of this. I'm on my phone. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.